back out here. It's a little chilly this morning. Going back out to do some more trout fishing. My last trout adventure didn't really go as planned. I caught some fish. It wasn't a bad day, but I just didn't catch any trout. I didn't land any trout. So today's adventure is going to be about redemption. So first things first, I'm going to tie on the lure here. And I think I'm going to tie on this one. I don't know what it is about this lure. It kind of looks funky in my opinion, but it works. This pink one, pink and orange. This is my favorite color right now. I'm going to tie that on my other line. Both top lining. I don't know if you can see the water, but it's a little, there's some stain on it. We got some rain recently, so I think that's why these brighter colors might do a little bit better. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get one in the water. We're not wasting our time here. Let's go a little faster. So this lake has some huge trout stocked in them. I mean, talking like 10-pound plus trout. And it also has, I don't even think it's the same as like your average lightning trout that some Bay Area lakes have. I think it's a little bit different, but anyways, it's the same type of thing where it's just this like bright gold color. And there's some of those that are over 10 pounds. So we're gonna see if we can get something like that on the line. That would be pretty epic. Quite a few boats in the water today. I honestly can't even see them all, but I saw a lot of trailers at the ramp. It's super foggy this morning, so visibility is not, you know, I can't see all the way across the lake. So I'm sure as this fog lifts, we'll get some more better view on what's going on. But anyway, we're fishing. I want to get my other rod in the water before I talk too much. I got a feeling that one's gonna get hit right there. Alright, so honestly, like I was saying, I'm excited for this big fish. Hopefully find one, but another reason why I came here is because there's this fantastic Molly stand on the side of the road that's on the way here. I'm really excited. I got 3 of them. I gotta spread them out wisely, but I'm gonna go ahead and pop the first one open here. I did not have breakfast. There truly is not much in life that's better than a hot meal on a cold day, especially on a kayak. The only thing that would complete this is now like a 10-pound trout just flying out of the water behind my kayak. I think I just got a bite. Just saw a fish roll right here, and it was one of the golden trout. When I stood up, I could see it. See if it hits our line. Our lines are about 150 feet back, so. Well, there's at least one fish in there. Well, checking in with an update. It's cold. I'm not just talking about the weather. The fishing is also tough. I've seen a handful caught. I mean, there's quite a few boats out on the water. I'd say it's probably averaging maybe a half a fish per person, maybe even less than that. But there's a few fish, and I saw one roll, or I've seen a few roll, but just saw one not too long ago. So there's definitely some fish in the water. I've had one short strike that I know of. I've been swapping out lures, different colors, different sizes, different actions. I got an old reliable on this rod right here right now behind you. I have a good feeling about that one. But yeah, other than that, just gonna continue to work these baits in and out, covering ground. Yeah, I think the biggest key to fishing in general is just being observant of what's going on around you, and also just trying different stuff until you figure out what works. And obviously I have not been able to figure that out just yet, but it's only 10:30. so I got plenty of time to try and figure things out. Honestly, at this point, just looking for one fish to come and bite my lure. Time for my second tamale. I don't feel like I deserve it, but I'm getting kind of hungry out here. I promise you I will not eat the third one until A, I either leave the lake in a big fat skunk, or 2, I catch something. First fish. Finally. Had to try a lot of different baits. Honestly, I was probably just as surprised as you are when you see what bait I finally got him on. I've not caught a fish on this, maybe ever. I don't even think any kind of fish, not just trout. This is a bait that I don't normally use. But like I said earlier, just gotta keep trying different things until something works. Right now I'm just taking note of the speed I was going, the direction I was trolling, all that stuff, because sometimes just the smallest differences make a huge difference in terms of catching versus not catching. Alright, get him in the net. Not one of the yellow ones, lightning trout or whatever you want to call it, but oh, it's a fish. It's a fish. Oh, not the best net trout there, but we got him. So this isn't your average stocked rainbow trout. In them right in the corner. That's what I caught it on right there. That is a crocodile. Oh no, sorry, that's a needlefish. I think I'm using a crocodile, another one, which is very similar type, spoon type of bait. That's a fire tiger color. I'm pretty sure that's the first time I ever caught a fish on that lure. So check out this fish. So this lake that I'm on has their own, I'm pretty sure this is the only place this type of trout is stocked, at least in California, and this is what they call a cut bow. So it's a cross between a cutthroat trout and a rainbow trout. And you can see where the cutthroat part comes from, because on the bottom of the chin there's like that nice orange patch. One's right where I stuck the stringer through, and then another one right, it almost looks like it's bleeding right there, but that's the cutthroat part of it. And then you can see, obviously, it looks like, a rainbow trout. But the difference between this lake and most of the, at least the Bay Area lakes where they stock trout, is the tail. I mean, that's a full tail right there, which is why I fought a little bit better than your average stock trout would fight. A lot of times on stock trout, you see the tails are all beat up. A lot of times, some of them don't even have a tail. It's like so worn down. But whatever they do here, I'm not really sure. Maybe there's just less fish in each pen or something. They're not as crowded, they're not rubbing against each other. I'm not sure if that's it or what the deal is. But anyways, the fish here have a nice full tail. They fight a little bit better because of that. We're gonna do that same exact thing. I'm gonna troll right back to the same area with the same bait, same speed, everything, because we finally found something that officially caught a fish. Everything else that I've tried so far this morning, I did have one bite, I think, but no landed fish. So we're gonna do that again, see if we can get us another one. And since we're in December here, everyone's renewing their fishing license, or at least a lot of people are. And one recommendation I would make is to always get the second rod fishing sample, especially if you're doing trout freshwater fishing like this. Just having that second rod really makes a huge difference, because a lot of times the fishing can be slow, especially if you're fishing a new place, trying all kinds of different lures. And just having 2 setups in the water where you can try 2 different things. Like, I've been trying different colors, different sizes, all that stuff, and I've been able to try twice as many because I have both rods in the water. And I think it's like I want to say $10 to $15 for the whole year. So super worth it. And while you're renewing your fishing license for 2025, I highly recommend. Might as well just add on that 2-rod stamp. I just think it's super worth it. Alright, the time has come. My last tamale. I held my word. I did not eat this until I caught a fish. So I feel like I've earned it now. So hopefully this gives me the power, the energy, and the luck to get one more fish. Another update. It's still cold out here. Definitely weather and fishing wise, but we did manage to get one. Still looking for another one, but it's getting colder and colder. I've eaten all of my food, drank all of my Gatorade. Nothing left to consume out here. I really just want to catch one more fish before I get hypothermia out here. Jeez, it's freaking cold. Brought a lot of layers too. I got thermals, sweatpants, or whatever these are called, joggers, I don't know. Anyways, 2 layers of pants. I got my Dire Fishing long sleeve, my More Than Fishing hoodie under that, I think. Is it More Than Fishing? Yeah, More Than Fishing hoodie under that, and then my rain jacket on top of that, plus my Dire Fishing buff. Man, I thought I would be warm enough out here with all these layers, but whew. I think next time I have to bring my ski jacket out here. One more fish, that's what we're looking for. If I catch one, I'm heading straight back to the dock, back to my warm car, turning on the heater and driving home. But I do want to catch one more first. Oh, grinded it out for this one. Holy moly. Honestly, when I saw the rod going like this, I didn't even believe it was a fish, because it's been so tough out here. But good things come to those who persevere. It's actually the lure. So this lure that I got this one on is actually the lure that I started the day with. So when I got my first bite on, that didn't stick. And after cycling through dozens of different colors, sizes, shapes of different lures, right back where we started. Stay down. Look at that, you can see the orange of the lure right out of the beak of the fish. Look at that. You can barely see the fish, but you can see the lure. Alright, let's go ahead and net this fish. Oh. Got him. Well, it's so cold I can barely even feel my fingers, but that's another cut bow right there. Another amazing looking fish. It's got those red marks under the chin right there. This one, look at the spots on that one, all the way from the top all the way to the bottom, and even on the fins down here. I'm obviously gonna troll my way back in, so that's why I'm deploying my line back in here, but I'm making a beeline straight for the ramp, man. It is so cold I can barely feel my fingers. In fact, I can't really feel the tips of them. Oh man, we had to grind for it today, but I was determined to catch them. And even though we had to stick through some really tough conditions, just super cold, and a little bit of a breeze coming up here in the afternoon, we were able to get it done. Another video that I did on my second channel. I don't post a ton on that channel, but I'm trying to post some stuff here and there. And I did a video on kayak safety. Highly recommend checking this out if you're new to kayak fishing, or even if you've been kayak fishing for a long time. I think it was my top 6 or 7 items for kayak safety. I put it all in that video. One of them being this life jacket right here, PSD. Super super important to bring every time you're out on the water. Anyways, yeah, check out that video. I'll leave it linked in the description. But man, my hands are super cold. My nose is probably bright red running. It's so cold out here, but we are headed back to the ramp with my 2 fish that I'm super proud of. Even though it's not a lot, they're not huge. Never got that big gold yellow trout. But anyway, I'm proud of these 2. We had to work for them. But sometimes we have to work a little bit harder. You know, it's a little bit more rewarding when you get them. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. We'll see you on the next one.